vibey. Just puts you in such a zone. Jack, will you sing Happy Birthday to me? Peachy Kino. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Peachy Kino. Happy birthday to you. Jack, which instrument do you like to play most? Also, when you tour, come to Pittsburgh. We will come to Pittsburgh. The instrument that I feel most comfortable with is piano. I think Natalie would say bass. Her most comfortable instrument is bass. I was but I was raised on piano, and I didn't really start playing other instruments until I was in high school. I'm at the Holiday Express in Wyoming. Just saw you outside my window. Cool. Shut up! That wasn't you. Oh God, I'm so freaked out right now. That's so weird. No way. Okay, I feel like someone is gonna come stab you. Fuck, dude, this is freaking me out. Are you guys serious? I'm locking my doors. Why do you guys have to scare me like this? Why did somebody say I feel like it's coming to stab you? You guys are scaring me. Stop. Please, just don't say things like that. I'm already scared enough. I'm in Wyoming. That's kind of scary to be in Wyoming. Okay, I'm willing to sponsor your visit to Arkansas, you know, money. Ooh, okay. Send us a thing, because that helps. It's expensive. Touring is really freaking expensive. How do you feel after playing the New Year's Eve show with the Dresden Dolls? Really great. I thought it was super fun. Can you talk? How did you end up working with Louis and Genevieve? Louis is like one of my best buddies. Wait, why is Troy saying boo? Do you guys know Troy? Troy's the guy who does the intro on, he's, ladies and gentlemen, live from the San Francisco Bay Area, it's Pomplamoose. That's Troy, and he texts me, because he has my number, because we're best friends. So he texted me boo. Troy, if you're watching, tell me why you texted me boo. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing my best here, man. I'm in Wyoming. Okay. Jack, I don't know if you remember, but I sent you a video song I did for college, and I think you saw it. That's not enough information for me to tell you whether or not I remember you. I probably do, because I'll probably remember something like that, but I don't know which video song it was, and I get sent a lot of video songs. Okay, how long does it take to make your YouTube videos? Anywhere from a day to several days. It kind of depends. Telephone we made in like 24 hours, and like other songs took as much as a week or more. Okay, more questions from the social stream. Social stream. Are you going to sing more in Pomplamoose? Probably not, because I don't really like my voice very much, and I really like Natalie's voice, and every time I try to sing with her, I just feel like it kind of ruins the music. So I just keep my mouth shut when it comes to Pomplamoose. And when I do my own stuff, I sing, because I do, and I like to sing, but I don't feel like sticking my into Pomplamoose, except for production and instruments and stuff. Okay, come to Toronto. We will come to Toronto. Are you a fan of electronic dance music? Yes, some electronic dance music. Does Daft Punk count as electronic dance music? Because I really like Daft Punk. I think they're great. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Jack, I'm a film student in Colorado, and I love the style of your videos. Do you edit them all yourself, or do you share the job with Nat? What program do you use? Nat edits all of the Pomplamoose videos. I've edited like a couple of them because she was unable to, but when we have time, we prefer that she edits them, because she's really detailed, and she does these really cool like transitions and fades, and she has an incredible sense of timing. So Natalie, and she also has a good sense of comedic timing. Jack, behind you. Shut up. There's nobody behind me. You guys, you gotta stop this. I'm just freaking out here. Can you give Carrie a shout out, please? Carrie! Carrie, oh my god, Carrie, wow! Do you like Mumford & Sons? I've only heard that one song. And I think it's pretty cool. I'm into it. I'm not like crazy about it, but yeah, I dug it. Are you going to collab with Julia Nunes? I would like to collab again with Julia Nunes. That's a good question. We did that one album a while back, which was super fun. And, And I thought, I don't know, I really like that. Yeah, maybe we'll do more soon. Okay, let's keep going here. Do you use Final Cut Pro for the video? Yes, Natalie uses Final Cut Pro for videos. She edits the Pomplamoose videos. I edit my own videos, of course. And Lewis, who we just collaborated with, is starting to help me edit videos as well, which is cool because editing videos takes a long time, and he's good at it too. So it helps to have help with editing. Help, help, help. Help, help, help. Jack, the weed can make you paranoid. I don't smoke weed. For reals, actually. I do not smoke weed. I have never smoked weed in my life. I do not intend to either. Not saying that if you smoke weed, I disagree with your choices, but I am saying it's not for me. Yoink! Next question. Have you listened to Kurt Rosewinkle? You know where I have heard Kurt Rosewinkle? Okay, yes, I have heard some Kurt Rosewinkle in general, but what where he plays on a record that I really like is that Q-Tip record that Q-Tip released a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, and it's amazing. And that first track, that is like the coolest song ever, and I love it. Okay. Let's keep going with the questions here. It's 6:48, so I'm about halfway done with the webcast. I'm going to try and hang in here till 7 o'clock. This is hard to fly solo. I wish Natalie was here. I miss her. I think you guys probably miss her too. But somebody says, this is a great informational Pomplamoose show. Yeehaw! Snaps to you, brother man. I'm here for the information to convey it. Look at my cool hair, by the way. My hair does this thing right here where it curls in the front, and so I just have this crazy, can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see how curly that is, but I just have this crazy curl, and it's sort of a thing where it's like a nervous habit where I just like go like this all the time. Have you listened to Daft Punk's Legacy soundtrack? No, I haven't heard the whole thing. I heard a piece of it, and that single thing was like way cool. I was super into the single. I thought it was great. But I haven't heard the rest of the record yet. I'm catching up on a lot of records, by the way, in this road trip. Have you guys heard or seen this movie / record? Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Loved the movie. Super creative, super fun, and this record is freaking great. Especially the stuff that Beck did for Sex Bomb. I think it's amazing. It's so cool. Mute Math! Somebody brought up Mute Math. They're amazing. I love Mute Math. More beatboxing. Okay, I'll beatbox. Well, actually, we're going to take a poll. Ooh, yeah, we're going to take a poll. The question is, do you guys want me to beatbox? Yes, totally. I totally want to do some more of those, and I totally will. This last year has been kind of crazy for me. Lots of stuff. I'm not going to talk about it, but getting back into the swing of it. Scott Pilgrim, heck yes. Tell us about your recording process. So we record audio and video separately. We record video, we use a camera as an eye, go FireWire into one laptop. We record video clips onto that laptop. Meanwhile, we have microphones pointed at our various instruments, and those microphones go into a different computer and into Pro Tools. And then Pro Tools captures the audio. This other laptop captures the video via QuickTime, or whatever it is. And then, actually we use QuickTime. And then afterwards, when we finish the final mix, we drag the audio file into Final Cut Pro, and then we match up the video files one by one with the various pieces of the song, and then boomtown. Natalie does crazy fades and edit. Self-respect. Okay, that's cool. I don't know how I did that, but that's cool. Do you guys see that I'm balding? Can you see that? How's that for self-respect? I'm losing my hair. I talk about this a lot because it's sort of like a big thing for me. Because I'm very much into letting nature take its way with you. Not that I don't take like medicine when I'm sick, but like for cosmetic reasons. I think it's important that you enjoy the body and the face and the stuff that you were born with. And I don't know, I think it's good to I try to live my life outside. Okay, I'm gonna get up on my soapbox here, so I'm gonna make this really quick. But I'm trying to explain why I don't use Rogaine or anything, and it's because why should I have hair? I don't have hair. Why should I do something to make it that I have hair? People lose their hair. It's how it goes. People lose hair. So I know we're not supposed to lose our hair according to billboards and TV and that kind of stuff. And this is where it gets soapboxy and self-righteous and all. But, I mean, come on, seriously. Like, why should we try to attain those ridiculous standards that are out of everybody's reach? Why should we have to feel bad about not looking airbrushed? And why should we feel bad about wrinkles and getting older? Those are all problems that we have with mortality, and I think they're deeper issues. I think doing all this stuff is trying to cover up people's own inability to cope with life issues and passage of time. And anyway, okay, I'm on my soapbox, but that's the basic idea. I think we should try and live. I like to live my life outside of the context of all that extraneous crap as much as I can. And a lot of people call me a hipster for that. So there you go. That's my little rock and roll moment. Okay, let's keep going here. Do you or Natalie have any tattoos? No, don't have any tattoos. Let's see. Honk, honk, honk. Yeah, somebody honked me for my little soapbox crap. So 82% say they want me to beatbox, 17% say they don't want me to beatbox. So I'm going to beatbox for just a little while and compromise. And that way, if you don't want me to beatbox, you can just cover your ears, and that'll be that. So I'm going to do like a second of beatboxing here. Here we go. There's a little beatboxing for you. Beatboxing flute solo to Super Mario Brothers. Please put beatboxing in a video song. That's why I don't want to beatbox, because it's really hard to incorporate beatboxing into video songs. I don't know, I don't usually like hearing beatboxing. That's why I don't do it, because I don't listen to any beatboxing. So why would I want to beatbox? Why would I want to make something that I don't normally listen to? Even though it's sort of like a cool, gimmicky, fun thing. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, I forgot to record the show! Damn! This isn't going to be recorded. Whatever. It's just a little informal thing. So we got 5 more minutes, dudes. So if you have questions, hold now. I mean, type now, or forever hold your questions. Snappity snap on the eloquence. Getting gigs. Jack, any suggestions for pair musicians starting out, getting gigs, and that sort of thing? Also, what sort of random objects make the best noises? So many cool objects make really cool noises. One thing that I'm going to try doing recently, and I'll talk about getting gigs in a second, although I was never really that good at that, but one thing that makes cool sounds is you take a giant sheet of metal and you put it in a frame. Like you build a wooden frame and you take a piece of sheet metal and you attach it to springs so it's in the middle of the frame. And you put a loudspeaker so it's facing the sheet metal. And then you put 2 transducer mics on either side of the sheet metal. Well, you get them at Radio Shack for $1.50. And you glue them with super glue or something right to the piece of sheet metal, and you run wires to an input on your Pro Tools console or whatever it is. And then you blast the speaker into the sheet metal. That setup was like one of the original reverbs. That's called a plate reverb. I'm sure you guys have heard of, some of you have heard of plate reverbs, but that's an actual plate reverb. You use a plate, you blast the loudspeaker into the plate resonates, and then the microphones pick up the vibrations. And so that creates a reverb sound, which these microphones that are mounted to it come out, and etc. So anyway, that's a cool thing that makes noise. Okay, in terms of getting gigs, it's freaking hard to get gigs, especially in San Francisco. There's not many, like, low-draw friendly venues. When I was starting out, it was super hard for me to get gigs in San Francisco. I played a lot at, like, Brainwash, which is like a laundry cafe room thing, and I played at, like, coffee houses and things, and that I mean, it works. It's hard, but one way you can do it is you can message people on MySpace or whatever who are in your area, bands that you can build a bill with. Bookers, people who book shows, like it when you put together a bill for them because that does their job for them. So you email them and you be like, yo, instead of saying, I want to play a gig at your place, you say, hey, I've put together a gig that draws 70 people or 50 people. It's with this band and this band and this band, and here are their links. Be really brief in your email to a booker. Just be like, hey, this is my these are the 3 acts that I'd like to propose a bill for your club. Here are their links on MySpace. Together their draw is 80 people. Here's the date that we're looking for. And try to book 3 months in advance. That kind of brief, short, informative email to a booker I've found is the best way to get gigs because they like having a bill that they don't have to work for. They like knowing the draw. They like being able to have links to people's music. Boomtown, best way to get a gig. Maybe not the best way, but a good way to get a gig. Okay, so here we go. More questions. Regina Spektor? Totally. Totally love Regina Spektor. I have a Regina Spektor crush. Crush. What toothpaste do you use? Crest, I think. 3D white stuff because I get stains on my teeth. So I brush them away. Not that I care if I have stains on my teeth. Ooh, but I do, don't I? We all care about little things, you know? What can I do? Do you have tips for someone who's starting to play piano, and what are your favorite band? What are your favorite bands? Come to Fort Collins. Someone starting to play piano. Oh boy, that's hard. Play a lot. Listen to music. Play a lot of music. Listen to harmony. Listen to lots of chords. Listen to melodies, too. Okay, let's see. Hipster hypocrite. Yes, that is me. I'm a hypocrite, and I'm a hipster. Whatever. Please sing Happy Birthday to Taylor. I already sang Happy Birthday once, but Happy Birthday, Taylor. I'm not going to sing it again. Do you use other audio plugins or just Waves? Mostly Waves. I do use some other audio plugins as well. What are your suggestions for writing better songs? Oh, what a great question. Songwriting is an eternal thing. I don't think you can ever arrive at like a good songwriting place. Maybe I'm just saying that because I'm a newbie. But I feel like it's a life journey thing. I don't think that's the first thing to realize is songwriting is like you're writing these kinds of songs here, and then you move over here, and then you move here, and you move here, and it's not like you're moving forward. You're just moving. You're not going anywhere. I think you can get more crafty with your songwriting, and a great way to get crafty with songwriting is to listen to these guys. I think they're the freaking best songwriters in the whole world. Shout out to Fred. Hi, Fred. Fred keeps telling me to shout out to him, so I'm just going to shout out to him. This band writes amazing songs. I'm not saying you have to use the kind of chords and the kind of harmony that they do, because they have a lot of diatonic harmony. And by diatonic, I mean like very straightforward, like do 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 do. And you don't have to do that kind of stuff. You can use mode mixture and you can use cool chords that you craft. But in terms of structuring a song and the flow of a song, I think listening to the Beatles is been one of the most influential things for me. And I only started listening to the Beatles about a year ago, and it's been really amazing for me. They're just the masters at songwriting. There's a car behind me, but I don't think they're coming to get me. Do you play by ear, or do you learn to play with sheet music? Most of the stuff, I haven't read sheet music in a very long time, but I learned on sheet music. So, okay, we're still kind of going strong here, but we're at 7:01. So I'm gonna do another 5 minutes here, and then I'm gonna take off because I have another like 4-hour drive tonight. So I'm gonna be out late. 5 more minutes, folks. Is that cool? Is that cool with everybody? How do you feel about movie scores such as Hans Zimmer? I love movie scores. There are so many movie scores that I have and enjoy, and I listen to them all the time. I think in many ways, movie scores are like, well, no, that's hard to say. But think about like composers. They were not writing, a lot of the time they weren't just writing music for music, but they were writing music for visuals, whether it was a performance or a court appearance for a king or a queen. Do you like the Gorillaz? Yes, I love the Gorillaz. They have amazing beats. So they were writing music for like events or people or plays or operas. So it's like that kind of music. So I think today's film composers, in a sense, are like the continuation of that tradition. Music that acts, or at least is born out of a desire to complement another medium. And I think there's a lot of power in writing music to complement a medium, because why? Well, because you would write things that you would never normally write in terms of timing and style. You get to work with someone else who says, no, I'm kind of going for this kind of emotion there, or this part needs to come like now or earlier, and then you end up cutting out 2 bars or 3 beats or something that you would never do. But since you're working with visuals, you get stimulated to do this new pattern, or whatever it is. So anyway, some of the soundtracks that I really like. Here, I'm just going to my iTunes here, and I love Thomas Newman's American Beauty, Johnny Greenwood's Body Song. I love the Born Identity soundtrack by Edward Cole and some other folks, Bunny something. I really like the Deep Impact score by James Horner. I think it's great. And then, of course, John Bryan's Eternal Sunshine score is like one of the greatest things on the planet. I think it's amazing. If you guys don't have John Bryan's Eternal Sunshine score, one of the best movies ever made, maybe. A song off my new record, and the options are yes or no. And you guys can answer whether or not you want to hear a new song on my record. If you don't, I promise I will not be offended. We will just move on, and I will say goodnight, and maybe answer a few more questions. Okay, so far most people say they want to hear a song off my new record. Again, this is not a Pomplamoose record. This is my record. I'm using a Pomplamoose platform to shamelessly promote my own music. So I'm sorry to Natalie for doing that. But I love you, Natalie, if you're watching. And when you come back, and you've stopped abandoning me, we will do a Pomplamoose song. Okay, so here, I'll play you, let's see, what song should I play you? I think I will play you guys, I'll play you guys the first track of the album. It's called Make the Grade, and you can tell me what you think about it. Here it is. This is called Make the Grade. Somewhere at the bottom of the ocean, I am floating past the algae. The wave blades so pretty, but my body still didn't make the grade. Still didn't make the grade. Can you guys hear? Somewhere in the basement I once had a good idea, but I can't find it. My mind is drawing blanks to fill the page. I still won't make the grade. Still won't make the grade. Stories will remember are from a different hand. Somewhere at the bottom of my brain, I just don't care and I don't want to, but I do anyway. Still won't make the grade. Still won't make the grade. I'm regaining patience in the better half of me. And the stories we'll remember are from a different hand. Somewhere at the bottom Wishing I am floating past the allergy. The waves so green, although still won't make the grade. 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 Alright, that's my song. Thank you everybody for coming tonight, even though Natalie's not here. And thank you for the continued support. That record's coming out soon, probably within a week. I'll announce it on my solo page and on iTunes. And good night. I love you guys. And Troy, say good night too.